with that, we've arrived for our third FG Series season. Hello, welcome back to Spark Plug Motorsport, as we have touched down at the Circuit Barcelona, Catalonia, for the Season 3 FG Series pre-season test. We've got drivers already going out on track. We've got a brand new team in its entirety with Condo Racing, which brings the grid up to 24 cars. And the third tier for the Electric Racing League, its third season now, definitely established and ready to go racing. All 12 teams now ready to go out on track, set some very hot laps. As you can see, Cosmas Rodicis, one of, if not the single most experienced driver on the grid, now making his way into turn number 4. You'll notice none of the champions are on the grid anymore. The bushwhacking rule is now enforced, and while Chris Cornwell's brother Casanova has joined with Goodhart Racing, does not seem like we'll see Casper LeBeau or Chris Cornwell in the lower tier again. Here's Thomas Holtz then, about to begin a flying lap for Team Impol. Team Impol, of course, not the fastest team of all time, but on their day, they have been able to secure some very good results. We've only got 8 minutes and we've used up 2 of them. So, let me just throw you through this season's calendar. We'll start off with the preseason test in Barcelona. You're watching it. Bastien Tan, on his return to the ERL, has just been handed with track limits warning. You can see one of the Revolution cars there being slowed up. But just to fire through the calendar: Beijing, London, Rome, Hong Kong, Berlin, Melbourne, Tokyo, Abuja, Barcelona, Paris, Bucharest, and the title decider in Fuji. We got 2 rounds in Japan this season. It's going to be quite the wild ride. All of the drivers now out there on track. There's Spiker for 2311 Racing. Let's take a look at Bastien Tan joining up with Condo Racing for their first FG Series season. Gabriela Barbson with the fastest lap of the preseason test so far, a 101.729. Red Bull Racing certainly seeming that their testing plan is to start with some very hot laps. There are some famous last names that you might see joining. Down at Trackhouse Racing, there's a brand new face there. Let's see if we can take a look at Eddie Hart. Well, he seems to be on a very fast lap, and we can't quite take a look at him. Why not? I don't know. Oh! Sri Harshwaz shares his initials. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Well, technical difficulties will happen, but rest assured we can still take a look at the other Trackhouse car, Chaos, and let the German driver in the number 19, his teammate in the number 20 car, Bastien Tan, I believe the only man now out there yet to set a representative lap as he now comes through the final sectors. This man, multiple Formula E race wins. Couldn't quite get the championship, of course, being partnered up with Oscar Folstad heading down to the line. What is it going to be? His attack mode is engaged for him. 15th fastest lap of the test. Some teams with vastly superior lap times. Let's see if we can take a look at Eddie Hart now. We still cannot. Thomas Holtz coming out of pit lane. But it is Gabriela Barbson. Season 4, or Season 3. Season 4 IndyCar Series rookie with the fastest lap of the test, followed by Star for Junior Motorsports and Eddie Hart. Now Edward Hart, brother of Matthew Hart, certainly showing the same pace so far. Got a brand new driver down at Goodhart Racing as well, aside from Casanova Cornwell. This Takayoshi Nishimoto, or just Taka Nishimoto as we can fit it onto our graphic. Now the Japanese driver first, brand new Japanese driver to the ERL since Well, of course, Kazuki Sims Takahana, only going to be competing this season as Kazuki Sims. But now with 3 minutes to go, I think this is when we're going to see some of the fastest laps, so keep your eyes on the screen. We've still got some guys down in pit lane. That's the intent now coming out. Trihashwa in the other Red Bull, the Indian driver, needing to get on the pace of his teammate, who now goes on to start his flying lap with 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. He's not going to have the best track to have a fast lap on, and in fact he's in the middle of some traffic. And oh, track limits! So this lap will not count for the Filipino Champ Car race winner. So let's take a look at Magic, the man who won the first ever third tier ERL series race, of course when it was known as the Ace Championship. We go on board with the Chip Ganassi Racing man. Chip Ganassi with a evolution on their prior livery. Not a big fan of it, but I also don't hate it. Of course, we've got the Champ Car and the Formula E pre-season test immediately after this, so make sure that you subscribe or just click on the channel. You don't even have to subscribe to see it as this premieres. And Labarton across the line, he was faster, but of course with the track limits you can't really make too much of an improvement. Taking a look at Star then in that number 9 car. He's got some very good mini sectors, but they're not perfect. Nick Haymaker coming across the line then to start his flying lap. Just to make sure, yes, he is starting it. He's using the tandem as well, which is going to be a lot more powerful in Formula E now. 1 minute left on the clock for all of these drivers. Start flying down the hill now to finish off this flying lap of his. And Hancock with a new compound that's slightly harder than it was last season. And across the line for Star, what's it going to be? Not quicker. Not quicker at all. Same for Eddie Hart. Drago comes across the line, and Power Motorsports man cannot go any quicker. Chaos Andelet, the next highest man on that timing tower to set a lap, and with 25 seconds to go, it does look like Red Bull Racing might have the pace to beat this season. The Barton's already come down into the pits. They're not going to have another lap to do. Around the final corner for Chaos. And he can't improve. We've got a Chip Ganassi man coming down to the pits. And the clock hits 0. So let's see, on board with Nora, Spike is going to be the last man to set a flying lap here, and he's come in. And for Nora, no improvement. Gabriel Labarton, fastest in the preseason test. From Star and Eddie Hart. Drago fourth from Juan Villalobos and one of the Envisions there. Did not get to get you guys through the entire list of drivers, unfortunately, but you know, we'll see them all by round 1 in Beijing. Takayoshi Nishimoto coming through the final few corners in the number 6 car to the line. And for Goodhart and for Trackhouse Racing as well, they've got some pace to find. Less so for Trackhouse, a lot more so for Goodhart. So here are your official times from today's preseason test. And the Philippines, Gabriel Labarton setting the fastest lap for Red Bull Racing of a 101.729. Star for Junior Motorsports, second from Edward Hart, and Drago won for Lobos, fifth for the exact same time as Leonardo. Landro Chahorley. There are going to be some names here that I'm going to have to research how to pronounce. Oh, it's great. Chaos Andelet of Germany, 7th fastest in the Trackhouse Racing driver. Multiple time point lead for starter. And point scorer, Staffel Rotak. in front of Casanova, Cornwell, Tommy, Magic, Cosmas Melissus. Cosmas Mercedes, Rapids actually the highest I'm sorry. Takayoshi Nishimoto, 13th for the Japanese rookie. Moses Lima, 14th from Japanese Tan and Playmaker. Then Thomas Hobbs, then Alan Lee, who will be making his ERL full season return for the first time since. And you can fact check me if I'm wrong here, I believe it has been season 10 since we saw the British driver in an ERL car. Million Brules, 19th from Sri Harshwa and Saka Hidenko. And then Claire DeLune, Nora and Spiker. Alright, from this, it's very obvious to tell who needs some work and who's looking quite good up top. Red Bull Racing. Trackhouse Racing as a whole, in my opinion, might actually be the team to beat. Both of their drivers in the top 8. Good Heart with some work to do. And 2311 always down the order as well. Red Bull could be the team that surprised everyone as they did in the final round last season. And with that being said, that's it from us here at the FG Series pre-season test. We'll see you guys next time then for the Champ Car World Series pre-season test when the electric racing league returns. And also I need to fix some of those abbreviations.